Hey, you're listening to episode 25 of the TA Pedals podcast. I'm Tristan.
And I'm Stefan.
What's up?
What's up?
Oh, I feel like we do it every week. I say, what's up? You say, what's up?
What's
like,
up? It's the best greeting in the world because you don't have to lie.
Yeah.
It's like, what's up? You don't actually have to answer. You can just say, what's up?
I feel obligated to answer, though. And like, even just in passing, when I'm like, oh, hey, Lucas. And he's like, what's up? I feel like I have to say, oh, nothing.
I mean, sometimes, yeah. But like most of the time when someone's like, what's up, Stefan? And I'm like, what's up? And it's just like, I don't have to, there's a typical rapport where like people say, hey, what's going on? And you're like, oh, it's good. How are you? Blah, blah, blah. That whole thing. I like to avoid that as much as possible.
Right. Yeah.
And so I enjoy the what's up thing. Like it avoids that 100%.
Yeah. See, like, I guess the way that I think about it is like if I say what's up first,
Yeah.
and then they don't actually give me a legitimate reply and they say what's up back, then I don't feel the need to. But I never say what's up first. I always say, hey, how are you? And they say what's up, and then I'm like, nothing.
It's like, yeah,
it's stupid, but it's my brain.
Yeah, I understand that. Like, but like I have this issue and I'm aware of it, but in the moments where it happens, it doesn't come into my brain, so I can't do anything to fix it.
Right.
But a lot of times when people are like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm good. And that's it. Because like, I'm not interested in that conversation.
Well, I feel
it's
that.
not like the conversation that maybe would happen, but I'm not interested in being like letting like asking people about how they are, because I know it's not gonna be 100% honest.
It's just small talk.
Yeah,
it's just like small talk.
If I ask someone how are you, the typical answer is good, even though they're probably having the worst day of their life. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it's just like
I get it.
I don't like to be in that in that situation, I guess.
Yeah. I totally understand that. I'm not one for small talk either, really.
Yeah.
But, I do like a good conversation, and
I like to
obviously.
I like to start my conversations with questions.
Like what?
I don't know, like if I'm like thinking about something and I'm like, "Hey Tristan, what do you think about blah 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 blah?"
Oh, yeah.
And then you're like, "Well, this is what I think." And then I'm like, "That's cool." and then like we have a conversation about it. That's how I like to start a conversation, because it's like when you start it off with trying to find out how people are feeling about themselves, it kind of removes certain aspects of what the future conversation can be like.
Yeah. I totally understand that.
I
that makes
don't know.
sense. I never thought about it.
And
like
it's
that,
not
though.
like it's not like these things that are like actively going on in my mind when the time is present. It's things that I think about later on,
right,
by myself.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man, I probably should have asked them how they were doing too. That probably would have been nicer. But then at the same time, it's like, yeah.
I'll just cut the bull crap and let's get into the conversation, right?
It just changes the whole dynamic
right,
of how you feel. You're like, you're more closed off because you've already, lied about how you're feeling. If that makes sense. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just, anyway, TA Pedals.
Yeah, TA Pedals. Man, there's so much going on. Oh, wow.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So we have, all right, are you listening? All right. we have some exciting stuff coming. Before we reach episode 30, we plan on having 2 different guest speakers come on. One of them, his name is Jonathan, and he's very into the whole conspiracy theory ideals, and we plan on bringing him in to talk about conspiracies and what kind of things that he knows that maybe we don't, because we don't really research conspiracy theories that much, and it doesn't. It's cool.
Also,
it's interesting enough for me to learn something about it.
Jonathan is an aspiring geologist.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. He's going to school, working hard at it. And like every once in a while when we're walking around our workplace or whatever, I'll just like point over his head. I'm like, this guy likes rocks. It's stupid, but like, hey, everybody, this guy likes rocks.
Okay, like one of my favorite TV shows, Big Bang Theory. They like they're most like you got two physicists, and you got an astrologist, and then you got an engineer, and all of them make fun of geologists, saying that they're not real scientists.
Oh yeah,
and that all they
funny.
do is just look at rocks all day. So it's funny to me that you said that, because that's what it reminds me of. But at the same time, I don't think that.
No.
I do think that geologists are verified scientists.
Yes, of course. But so yeah, the reason that we're having guests on and we want to spice things up a little bit is because this is episode 25. Next episode's 26. That's half a year.
Yeah.
That's 6 months of consistent podcasting every week. We're putting out an episode that's, like an hour long. And we wanted to do something special to kind of celebrate that. So, yeah, Jonathan's going to be a great guest. It's going to be a lot of fun. I still don't know what to call him. He goes by John. He goes by Jonathan. He told me call him Turco.
I just call him Buddy.
Yeah, he calls
Just say,
me
"Hey, what's up,
tall
buddy?"
friend. He's like, hey, tall friend. I'm like, hello, normal-sized buddy.
It's funny. Last night, there was this funny conversation that happened, and so a guy that we work with, Larry, he was he was like standing out in the open area, right? And I like go by him, and I like put my arm around him, and I just start staring at something, and I do that for a long time, and everyone's kind of like looking over and watching, and they're laughing, and Larry's laughing, and they're all laughing with each other, and I'm just staring, doing nothing. And then he made a comment. He's like, something about short people, and I was like, all you guys are short people, Larry, even you. Because I'm literally the tallest person there.
Yeah.
So it was funny. But yeah, anyway.
So who's our second guest?
Our second guest, Bo
Cousins.
Bo Cousins
Yeah.
from Bo Cousins Music Repair.
Yeah,
No.
Bo Cousins Music Repair.
No, it's not Bo Cousins. It's just Cousins Music Repair Shop.
Yeah.
And we've done a video on his shop in the past to give everyone a little bit more information on who he is and what he's about. And so now we've decided to bring him on the podcast.
Yeah, that all came about because the other day I went to drop off one of our Great White Distortion pedals for him and let him test it out and stuff. He's gonna have it for sale, or he has it for sale in his shop right now. And he was just saying he was rooting for us and like wants to see us succeed. And we kind of got on the topic of the podcast, and he was like, I think it's a great companion piece to like everything else you guys do. And he had some suggestions for us and stuff, and he was like, hey, like, I'm not trying to like weasel my way into your podcast, but like, he's like, I'd love to come on. I was like, we'd love to have you. We'll just have to work it out. And so, yeah, we're still kind of working out the details. We're gonna have to get in contact with him soon, but like, he'll be on very soon, and it's gonna be a really great conversation. Bo knows his stuff, and it's gonna be fun.
Yeah. Hold on. All right. One more thing. Okay, we're filming a short video in addition to doing the podcast. And I just want to say one more thing before we end the
You
video
do
part.
it, buddy. You
All
say
right.
it.
So, those of you who follow us on Instagram know about that we have this this Stranger Things Metallica play on there, and it is steamrolling on our Instagram. Like every time we look at our phone, we have like 5 or 6 new notifications of people liking that, and that's more than 3 or 4 times per hour. And it's like this video has been up for a couple weeks, and it just keeps coming. Like people just keep seeing it, and I think that's really cool that it's that like a video like that made by us is going like getting out to so many people. And,
Yeah.
And I'm not going to spoil anything, but it may or may not have been created with one of our pedals.
Yeah.
You can decide that for yourself.
So
In the video.
I'll tack on one more thing then, since we're talking about the social media thing. If you haven't followed us on social media, please go follow us on social media. We post a lot of really cool stuff. We're going to start posting even cooler stuff. We're going to have like demonstrations of our pedals and the different tones you can get and how to get those tones, and like where our settings are, and just stuff like that. And we're just gonna do cool stuff. So go like over to our Instagram and TikTok, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Since you're already here, you might as well click the subscribe button and hit the bell to get notifications and stuff, because we're going to be active every week. And support us, and we'll support you emotionally.
Yeah. The specific videos that we plan on posting in regards to that are going to be very short and sweet, and it's going to be like, hey, here's this popular song that and here's how you can get that tone with one of our pedals. And it's not only it's like in the underlying sense, it is promoting our pedals, but at the same time, if you're looking for that similar tone or sound, like you don't have to look anymore, like it's there for you. And so we're trying to make things a little bit easier for you to find those tones or whatever.
We're taking a communist approach to making these videos. And what I mean is we're going to create a problem, that being you looking for a tone that you have been struggling to get. And then we are going to be the solution.
Yeah.
Just like
but
communist
we're not like
governments.
The videos aren't intended to push sales or anything. It's just giving
if that's a byproduct, it's fine.
Yeah, exactly. It like we would appreciate any sales that come from that, but at the same time, it's not driven to push sales. It's more driven to help you understand the sound that you're looking for.
Yep, exactly.
So
it's educational.